El 23 de julio. Hey, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Ayer, pero en otros mundos me conocen como ZOKEE-T. Hago directos en Twitch y tengo un podcast de videojuegos llamado El Mató a tu Juego Favorito Podcast. Si quieres seguirme en alguno de estos proyectos, te dejo toda la información en la descripción de este video. Si se escucha bien, ya está. Vamos. Dame a Remy Malek de Mr. Robot en Watch Dogs, por favor. Oh, ya empezamos con juego.
This is Ubisoft. This is Ubisoft. Explore.
Espero ya anuncien algo de Just Dance. Sí, güey. Sí, güey. La verdad, esos vatos de Just Dance avientan buenas coreografías, buenos shows. Pero no sé qué rola viral van a poner, güey. ¿Qué tanto vaya a influir TikTok en el nuevo Just Dance? Lo estamos viendo desde el canal de Ubisoft Latinoamérica, por eso está subtitulado. Lo quería ver del norte, pero dije espero y en Latinoamérica tenga subtítulos. DeadSec, perro. Me gusta mucho Watch Dogs. Me gusta mucho Dogs. Ahí está Legion. Oh. Esos polis se parecen como androides. Sí se ve bien, yo lo estoy viendo bien.
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out because I was not a foreigner.
Ojo.
Then they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out because I was not a protester.
Tendré que jugar ese juego, se ve bueno. Sí, man. Sí, se pinta chido.
Then they came for the journalists, and I did not speak out because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists, but I did not speak out.
No era un artista.
Because I am not a street artist.
¡Wow! ¡Oh! Que eres el maldito duende verde. Oh shit.
And I realized that eventually they'd come for me.
Es compa.
And there would be no one left to speak for me.
Oh. Es una chica. Están hablando de ella.
Well. Welcome to the Resistance. There's a welcome gift for our new members.
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try it on.
The new key suspect has been identified as David,
Fuck.
a 43-year-old London taxi driver.
En ese momento termina tu vida
Record, but is currently
y comienza una
believed to be a
nueva.
terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents.
Oh, estuvo bueno.
I'm Clint Hawking.
Clint has been a long-time creative force here at Ubisoft, and now he's
Qué buen
bringing his
tráiler,
vision to
güey.
Watch Dogs Legion.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo.
Quizás tú elijas si es hombre o mujer, tal
was
vez.
inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team. And then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
Nice.
What are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
Oh, la abuelita.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in.
Güey, eso de la abuelita va a estar bien chido.
Take care of yourselves, stay safe.
Pero es nuevo juego, es DLC. Es nuevo juego, güey. Es la tercera entrega de Watch Dogs. Tuvimos el Watch Dogs 1, Watch Dogs 2. Y este que viene siendo el 3 se llama Legion. Legion.
And prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Oh my god.
Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
Eso está mal, viejo.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark
No
web to sell
manches.
everything, from party pills to people.
Oh.
This microchip is scary. I
Ok,
know.
vas a
I've
tener
got to
una
keep tracks of my merchandise tonight.
organización independiente contratada por el gobierno para mantener la seguridad de Londres. Y por otro lado está DedSec.
With the
Y por
city
otro
out
lado
on its arse,
está
it
Mafia.
now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him. Her.
Va a salir la abuelita. Sí, ahí está la abuelita. Me va a encantar usar la
Everyone
abuelita,
can
güey.
become your next secret weapon. In our first mission, we need to get some dirt
Pero le
on
estaba tomando
Nigel
la temperatura
Cass,
por el
and
COVID.
that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London.
Vas armando
They
como
all
tu
have unique
crew.
abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes. Mikey! Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Ok, entiendo.
Everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy.
Ya. Entonces por eso va a ser como que un juego diferente para cada uno. Porque va a depender mucho de las personas a las que tú reclutas y de cuál es tu decisión de qué personaje usar para qué misión.
When you're not invited.
básicamente todos pueden hackear, pero pueden tener como que mini habilidades diferentes. Entonces aquí estamos viendo que lo estás usando para esta misión, en la cual pues como es un worker de obra, o no sé cómo se le llama, tiene como esas armas. La misma misión la puedes... ¡Wow! Esto va a estar bien chido. O sea, están haciendo básicamente que cada campaña de cada misión sea casi única por tus decisiones de qué personajes usar para qué misión. Y lo chido es que te deja pues a ti jugar como quieras jugar.
I'm reading incoming drones.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor. And if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done.
¿Un policía dentro de Albion?
What?
Ajá.
Wow.
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
Eso está muy chido.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the defense minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must.
Oh! Fuck.
Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up.
Eso está chido. Mencionaban que, o sea, puedes tener personajes de Albion, de la empresa esta, pero va a ser un problema, o sea, va a ser algo difícil conseguir que esos le entren a tu legión. Pero pues, si los consigues, vas a poder infiltrarte mucho más.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He does have a slight drinking problem, though.
Okay.
And he's passed out. We'll come back to him. You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional.
Sí, se veía asesino, parece John Wick.
It's almost crass to call him a hitman.
A hitman, ajá. Oh. Ahí está, güey. Ahí está John Wick. ¿Qué más querías? Tengo que jugar el nivel 2 para entenderle a este. No, la verdad no. Igual y... Bueno, no, para nada. O sea, dudo que en este vaya a tener algo que ver con el 2. Porque, pues como ves, son personajes completamente diferentes. Y nada más hay como que personajes secundarios que ves entre el 1 y el 2. De ahí en fuera, no, la verdad no necesito jugar los anteriores. Te puede dar como que un concepto de qué es lo que está pasando en el mundo con la tecnología y eso, pero no es necesario.
So get out there, find the best recruits and build your resistance.
La abuelita, güey.
It's time to take
¿Sacas que la abuelita trae una pistola y un taser? ¡Ya! 29 de octubre.
Plunging the player into a living, breathing city teeming with unique locales and characters has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Mutt to tell us more.
Sí, una de las cosillas chidas y a veces patas porque no les llegan a salir tan chido es eso, es darle vida a una ciudad que siempre está moviéndose activo, empiezan a salir
Being a level
IA,
artist, I think, is the coolest
autos,
job in video
accidentes,
games
personajes
because
corriendo y
we
eso.
do get the freedom to
Pero
to
también
kind of, like,
ha sido
pick
bronca
and
porque
choose what
también
little details
les
we
ha llegado a
want to
tener muchos
depict,
bugs ese
and
tipo de
we get
partes.
ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2. And there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity. I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London. So no matter where I dropped them in the city, they'd go, oh my God, this feels like Camden. This, you know, this feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster. When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, you know, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
Brawlhalla está chido.
And now some news for Brawlhalla fans. In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
Está bonito. Es como sí, es como un Smash. Pero está entretenido. Porque aparte tiene un buen de héroes diferentes. Y me gusta el arte está chidito. Nada más que sí es completamente 2D. Los personajes, el escenario sí está en 3D. El Smash de Ubisoft, sí, ajá. Alguna vez lo probé, sí está divertido. Pero ojo, eso se vio cool, podías modificar los controles para móviles. Sí, yo creo que eso era algo que tenía que hacer para que le fuera mejor al juego. Porque la neta, tener una copia de Smash, por así decirlo, en consolas era algo muy complicado. Yo creo que desde un principio deberían de haberlo sacado para móviles. Pues hasta ahorita va bien. Quiero ver... No, es que si ya abrieron con Watch Dogs. No creo que vayan a anunciar nada más de Watch Dogs durante el stream. Entonces yo creo que van a cerrar con Assassins o Far Cry. Tienen que cerrar con uno de esos. Yo quiero que digan algo de Rainbow, ya sé, man. Sí, tengo muchos amigos muy fans de Rainbow. Y que hasta la fecha siguen jugando mucho el Rainbow Six Siege. Y sí sé que son muy buenos juegos. RPG móvil. Era of Chaos. No sé si ponerme a jugar juegos móviles. Puedo, pero no sé. Ojo. Fortnite 2. Me encanta ese estereotipo de es narco mexicano. Vamos a hacer que toda la cara esté tatuada en forma de cruz. Lo he visto en muchos juegos y películas. Y dices, no mames, tiene la cara tatuada con una cruz. ¿Es brasileña?
Contact! Moat chain is down. Request air support. Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound. Danger close.
I need an EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Rainbow Six. ¿Es Rainbow? ¿Sí es Rainbow?
Get back in your cell.
Splinter Cell. Es algo como un Ubisoft All Star. A ver, what the fuck.
Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
Tom Clancy Elite Squad. What? Para móviles. Yo creí que era... Me asustó un poquito. Yo creí que iba a ser algo así pesado.
Son
personajes del Rainbow. Ya, sí, sí, sí. Entonces juntaron personajes de Tom Clancy's en general. Porque ya ves que Splinter Cell y Rainbow todo vienen de esta saga de Tom Clancy's.
In December 2015, a small team released Rainbow Six Siege.
2015, tenemos 4 años con Rainbow Six Siege. Y hasta la fecha sigue siendo un juego muy competitivo. El audio del video va un poco atrasado. Neta, güey. ¿Tú lo escuchas bien, Pushini?
Le 1er décembre, c'est un début, mais pour nous aussi. Il faut tout de suite s'engager et dire aux joueurs, ce jeu est installé, tu peux t'y installer aussi, et nous serons là.
That original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a whole new level.
Va un poquito atrasado, pero no afecta. Bueno, sorry, man. No sé si algo del stream o del video. Muy atrasado. Igual este video lo voy a subir a YouTube. Y de rato lo acomodo.
Health that touches upon subjects like matchmaking, connectivity, all those aspects are absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Through it all, we're always driven by you, our community, and together, we grow stronger.
There is no sequel plan, and we're here for the next 10 years, so expect more Rainbow Six in your life for quite some time.
Look at this.
Tous les succès, c'est vraiment le résultat de
Hablen français.
Que de vous. Ce jeu, il est autant le vôtre qu'il est le nôtre, nous, l'équipe de développement.
Pues sí.
Now 60 million players strong, we're just getting started. From the devs that build the game to the community that plays it, thank you.
Wow.
If you haven't tried it yet, dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
A few days ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter. Now, it's time to venture into the hyperscape.
What? Oh. Oh.
What was that? A hack in the hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed, okay?
Esto se ve interesante.
About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true. We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions. So, here we are. 10 billion souls living in the crush of the megacities. But the people at Prisma changed everything. They gave everyone a way out. The hyperscape.
Ya quiero llegar a ese mundo.
In the hyperscape,
Battle Royale de
the draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone.
Yeah. Oh. Madre, sí me está gustando. Oh, hay un men ninja que está hackeando.
If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt. Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of Hyperscape. And we have to find it. Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the Hyperscape.
I'm JC, Creative Director on Hyperscape.
JC's work on Far Cry Primal and multiple Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch. Seeing it grow, adding ideas is really cool.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the Hyperscape.
The game takes place in 2054. It's in a future where humanity has grown a little darker. One of the companies there, they are launching what's called the Hyperscape, which is a virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges. Within the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes place in the virtual city of Neo Arcadia.
¿Esto ya estaba?
Then we also introduce a lot of new things. You get the
¿Esto ya había salido?
parkour on the rooftops, go into
Sí, está muy bueno. Esos videojuegos de Shadow. Es que eran mínimas solo detalles con armas.
Where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal. We introduce the notion of hacks, special abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With hacks, you can do things like teleport yourself, you can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce around the battlefield. So a lot of abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with. And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to interact with the game on different levels through the Twitch extension. So every few minutes, there's going to be a vote, and viewers will be able to decide what effect they want to affect the whole battle. So things like changing the gravity, infinite ammo, or stuff like that.
Vamos
so
a jugar
players,
eso.
while this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of
Vamos a
stuff
jugar
that is
eso.
happening. So for me, it's really exciting because right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta, and so it's going to be available for free-to-play for all PC players worldwide. And I really want to thank all the players, all the streamers, and all the viewers who participated in tech test and who will participate in the open beta. Here's a short glimpse of what you can expect.
A ver.
Watch and learn how it's done. Perfecto.
Showtime.
La espada.
Let's show them what I'm made of. Go time.
Watch closely. Here we go. Konotoshi.
Hoy empieza la beta. Acabando esta madre lo descargamos.
The digital world of the Hyperscape gave our artists and developers incredible freedom when it came to designing characters.
Production manager Ana Maria Musca is going to take us behind the scenes of character design.
My name is Ana
La
Maria
mayoría que lo
Musca.
jugaron
I'm the
streamers y
production
youtubers.
manager for
La
characters
verdad
and
creo que
weapons
será
on
el primer
Hyperscape.
Battle Royale que jugaré.
We have paid
Sí, es que vi que hubo beta
characters.
técnica
We
y eso
switch
normalmente se
different
manda a
outfits,
publishers
different
o en
fashion
este
statements,
caso
different
influencers,
tattoos,
streamers,
different
youtubers.
materials until we see them
Entonces me
as real
imagino
individuals,
que
as
ahí
real
fue donde lo
people.
viste, ¿no?
So the second
Por eso me
you
sacó
pick
de
a
onda que
character,
no sabía
you
de
see
este
them
juego.
in-game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them.
Sí, güey, lo voy a jugar. Ahorita lo voy a descargar en la PC.
This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base, but Even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season we plan
Es que
to produce new
aparte
outfits for these
de que sí me
characters.
gusta el gameplay y las armas, me vende la idea, güey, la idea de estar en un mundo digital donde puedes hacer lo que quieras. ¿Sabes? Es como Ready Player One y eso. Eso es lo que me está vendiendo más el juego, la idea de que quiero llegar a ese punto en el que usemos un visor, un cuarto o algo y todos nos conectemos en algún mundo.
Now we have a special guest to tell us a little more.
¡Oh!
Phil Spencer from Xbox.
Te quiero.
With Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create an absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before. Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive worlds, setting a new bar that continues to drive our industry forward. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I love the time I've spent exploring the world in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I can't wait for you to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming up now.
All right. We know you've been waiting to hear more about this game since it was announced back in April.
Güey, ¿cómo te decides?
Deep dive into the world of Vikings. My name is Julien Laferrière, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed
Valhalla.
So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings is really, really inspiring. When we did our research, we found that, they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did.
Wow.
To really experience
Qué
what
chido haber
it meant
trabajado
to be
en eso,
a Viking at that time. And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full
Se
of
tuvieron
life.
que empapar de lo que
It's just
hicieron
this
los vikingos y en dónde
moment that
estuvieron.
Most likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we want players to experience in this game.
Nice. Wow.
It is a personal adventure, it is the story of Eivor, a Viking chieftain. Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game. They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available. Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your plan prosper.
Vamos a hacer un juego de vikingos y ¿qué te parece si me pagas un viaje de Noruega a Inglaterra para ver en dónde estuvieron los vikingos?
The fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons
para tu juego,
from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system, to leverage the brutality and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face-to-face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings.
Me sigue encantando esa escena.
We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Vamos, vamos.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
The good of our clan, it's time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle. Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
Whoa.
Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare with a harpoon. Pummel them with throws. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance, or finish them off. Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks. Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior.
El mazo está bien chido.
All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including two shields.
Oh, ¿neta? Con dos escudos. ¡Wow! ¡Oh!
Not all
eso quería ver,
situations
eso
call
quería
for
ver.
violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes, an unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment.
Esos eran los verdaderos lobos.
Search pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement. The more you explore, the more of England's secrets you will reveal.
Ravens, show no mercy!
Ese punto va a estar bien
But as you
chido.
push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today we will reclaim her. Today we fight for your land. And tomorrow, we rebuild.
For Istanbul.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths.
¿Vas a pelear con
England's
dioses?
pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise.
Thank you, man.
With unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Oh, yes. Ya, güey. Fecha, dame fecha. Dijeron que noviembre. Noviembre 17. Listos.
9th century England is truly unlike anything the franchise has seen before. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia.
We're close to wrapping up today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few words.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today, and that you will love playing these games. I'm proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative lineup of games. And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact, we have a lot more to come. So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games. But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Far Cry? Giancarlo. Españoles. Oh, esto está muy épico. Reconstruir el paraíso. Wow. Oh, sí. Dame más, dame más. Yo creí que solamente iba a ser el intro.
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. now. I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Ay, cabrón. Me asusté. Wow.
They will answer you with screams, call you evil, a monster, and give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people and you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom. You understand now? Prove it.
Wow. Febrero 21. Febrero del 21. Wow.
And with that,
No,
we're
ya
wrapping up our
acabe,
first
güey.
Ubisoft
Wow.
Forward.
Dani solo, güey.
Today, we've seen the
Wow.
next generation of Assassin's Creed, the birth of a resistance in Watch Dogs Legion, the cyber chaos of Hyperscape, and the epic reveal of Far Cry's newest installment, along with so much more.
Remember, we'll be back later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and updates.
Thanks for joining us.